Testing. Testing. Okay, hello all beings, both gentle and non. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Phelan. So, joining us back here in our journey throughout Middle-earth in Lord of the Rings Online. So, welcome to this stream. We are here back in Bree. I believe we were going on for the just double check something. Yep, just making sure that OBS was actually working. So I believe we were on the epic quest. We're on book 2, so we need to talk to Saradan at his cabin along the Greenway, which is slightly north of Bree. So if I zoom out here, we need to go up to this little crossroads, a T-junction, just north of Bree. So we are going to go back this way. Now, I cannot remember if I said last time, but look on character sheet, I have done some crafting. Spent a bit of time crafting things up. This is what I would look like if I didn't use the cosmetic stuff. Now, as we can all see, this is not exactly the height of fashion. So, with some of the cosmetic stuff I got from being on here for a number of years, I have the 6th anniversary one, so I'm assuming I've been on for at least 6 years, probably closer to 7 at this point. I have 2 different, each of them gave me like lots of different cosmetic pieces that don't actually do anything other than look good. So I've put together this one here for general travel at the moment. I'm sure we can change stuff around. I've left the shoes as they are. But so this is what we look like traveling around, which looks an awful lot better than this. So absolutely everything that we have can be used as a cosmetic item. All you have to do is move things and put them on there, and then it will automatically take it as a cosmetic, and you will keep your main piece in here as well. Before the stream started, I took up the Hobbit gift, so we got 50 virtue experience, which I will add in now, and we got a massive pile of copper scraps as well, so we can sell that for 1 gold later on. Now, we also got at some point, I can't remember when, but we got a Traveller Steelbound loot box. Now, we can use one of these black steel keys that we got from an anniversary gift to open this when we reach level 20, which is the next level we're reaching, as we are currently level 19. So, we will now continue moving up towards the north. In fact, to make it a little bit quicker, I will add on my Steed of Starlight, Stella, and then start going north. Something that I didn't mention last time because I completely forgot it's a thing. If I press Control Hash, I can move all the stuff around, like my Vanguard control there. I can move this mount control, so it's over here, so it's nice and easy to see where things are. And if I put end travel here as well. So this end travel, this is what the Stable Master one goes to. So we can put those both in the same place, because we'll only ever be using one of these. And the other one will turn up in exactly the same place as well. That allows us to move things around, including like the compass up here as well. So I can move that there. I can move the quest box down a little bit, so that everything can be seen nice and clearly as well. And our little quest actions button put up there out of the way. And then Control Hash again to take them off the screen, so we can continue going normally. Another thing that I recently discovered, if I go in here and click Edit Mode, I can move all of these into one bag, like this. And because all of the boxes are in the same bag, when I click off settings and close and then reopen my inventory, it only opens the one bag, which is very useful. So if anyone's going around wondering how to get some of their clutter away, that's a nice easy way to remove the clutter. It's been a while since I was on, so I took a while to realize that was things I could do. Is this the one I want to go to? No time for tour. Well, that's no time for tours one. So we might as well move on to the next piece of that while we're there. Now, this is not our book 2 one. But if we pick up a couple of quests here, we don't have to do them, but we can keep them separated. No, that's back in the Smiths again, so that maybe next time we go into Bree. Which we'll do at some point, so we might as well actually take this one. We can keep it in our quest stuff. There is a limit to the amount of quests that you can have. You can have up to 14. You can have up to 40 active quests, but you can also add slots for 40 mithril coins. Now, these you need to buy or you get given through being VIP. So, not as useful, but then on the other hand, 40 is a lot of quests, and you will probably never do most of them. So, they're not exactly the most... that one we probably won't do for a while if we ever do it. That one we might not do at any point either. But as you can increase your task limit as well, daily tasks up there is 5. Those are the separate ones that you can pick up on the task boards. You can increase those just by doing more tasks. So that's a fairly nice and easy way of doing things. Let's dismount and take out some bears along the way to level ourselves up a little bit. There we go. Slowly gathering a little more experience. We should be coming up. Oh, Sharky's men is just down there. Okay, we might not go there at all. Oh, that's interesting. There's a guy over here. I haven't been up here in a while. So, oh, that's the talk to Smiths of Bree. Okay, might as well finish that one now then. I'll take that. I don't know where Nate is. Apparently to the southeast of us. So we probably won't go there for a while. But we have them on the list, so if we need to, we can just pick it up. And in fact, if I go into options, I believe it's UI settings, and then down, somewhere down here, they show trivial quest icons. So these ones, if they are below our level, there's a lot of different things in it. So I do advise looking through these if you go on, if you start playing the game, or if you're already playing the game and you don't know about this. There's a lot of different pieces in here. You can add on extra quick bars down here. You can change the web store to do it via an external window instead of internal. Trivial quest is very useful for if you go back to previous areas where all the quests are lower level and you want to do a load of them to complete deeds or just to see a different part of the story. Oh, we are over here. Then if you do the trivial quest, then it shows all of the ones which you are too high level to see otherwise, because otherwise it grays them out, so it doesn't take up too much space. But it can be very useful. Oh, a medium hide. We definitely want that. Now here is Saradan's cabin, and here is Saradan. Along with travel as well, which is nice. Talk to Candith that his camp in the Lone Lands is the next one. Okay. So we appear to be going directly up towards... directly over towards the Lone Lands. So I do not know... level 19, we appear to be about the right level for it. And this is a free travel piece. Wasn't quite expecting that. So we are going to go from here. We're going to go all the way over here. Yep, so there. Yep, so that's going to take us all the way over, apparently. So we're just going to... Now this is a level 22, so we might die and have a bit of a problem when we get over there. But we'll have got there. So if I'd known this was a quest, I would have done it before the stream, because it's a bit of a long travel journey. I wasn't quite expecting it. But if nothing else, then we can have a good view of things as we pass them. I don't know what that is. Looks like it might be a festival area, possibly a horse riding point. Looks like it might be. These little things here usually mean that there's some sort of festival piece. Maybe it's for the summer festival. I think that's just finished. But there's a lot of festivals on various points. There's also one that I've just discovered for certain crafting pieces, specifically Prospector's pickaxe, the cook, and the I think it might just be Prospector's pickaxe and cook. Though Forester's axe is also on there as well for pieces. You can get slightly different crafting stuff. So rather than doing it for 3 separate pieces, it just does one, but it does it better. That's up in Thorin's Hall. So, but that is only the first week of each month. So we've missed it for this month. Because I did not realise it was a thing until yesterday. This is what happens when you go away and then come back. Is there a quest just there that we just missed? Well, we appear to be passing someone else. Maybe they're lagging a little bit on the way. We have all of our extra pieces here. That's our revival skill. I completely forgot that was actually existed. I did not forget about this, but I still love it. It's such a small skill, but realistically, 3 seconds of daze is actually pretty awesome. So, while it might be less damage, once we finish our dissonant strike deed, I might put throw stone down there instead. Well, that does increase our incoming healing, which is very useful. But we have a lot of stuff on here, so... While we've been playing this, starting earlier this week, I've also been playing on an alt account as well. So when we need... might at some point, when I get high enough level and get enough stuff, I might mail over some jewellery, so that we can get slightly better jewellery, including an actual right earring slot. And some better stuff than what we've got at the moment for some of these, which aren't particularly great, realistically. So I've got a jeweller and armoursmith on another one. That is one of my alts that I've started up again, getting slowly back used to what we're doing. Oh, we're getting to Weather Hill, so this up here that you can see, that's Weathertop. So those of you familiar with the books or the shows, oh, that Harfork looks quite high level, that could be a problem. So that's Weathertop up there. I believe we'll go up there at some point. That's level 55. We are not ready for that one yet. Like, at all. So we're going to avoid this area, because a level 20 cannot defeat a level 55. It's just not happening. I can definitely defeat the Kraban, though. Why are there so high level orcs there? I don't know, but I'm avoiding them. This is coming back into more of our level. Is that us? No, that's not us. That's some quests. Where we go? Oh, that's still in... That's still in Bree. Okay. We're not in the Lone Lands yet. Interesting. So we're going to be coming up to here behind Weathertop. These guys level 22. Level 22. Maybe that wasn't Weathertop then. No, this is Weathertop. So what did we pass? I don't know what we passed. It was up there. That's interesting. I'll have to come back and have a look at that. I don't remember it. I thought that was Weathertop. That's Weathertop. I don't know what it was that we just passed. Hello, Madeline. So this specific playthrough, just the last few weeks, but in total, I started playing 6-7 years ago, but I had a break of 3.5 years in the middle because where I was working and staying did not have good enough Wi-Fi to play. So still getting used to some of the newer stuff on here, but enough to know roughly what I'm doing a good portion of the time. There we go, we've got Candace, so that's book 2.
What do you need?
Looking for Radagast. So this might be difficult, we're level 19 on fighting level 22s, but yep, I can see you. I can see your chat there. You just asked how long I've been playing and I answered it. So, but yeah, I've got it set up so I can see stuff on the screen at the same time as you're saying it, which is very useful. So collect some Craban eyes and go down and talk to the Forsaken Inn. So I reckon we can do that. Where are we? Not going over there for a while. So let's start walking down to the Forsaken Inn. Hopefully take out some Craban along the way. Or Crabane, rather. Yeah, there's a little app that I've got. I think it's called Transparent Twitch Chat or something like that. That I can put over... Oh, nice. That I can put over any windowed game. So as long as it's DX9 or below. So I generally... So on Mondays I play LOTRO. On Saturdays I stream lots of varying random games depending on what one catches my eye that week. But overall, in my spare time I play a lot of games, and not having a job at the moment I have a lot of spare time, so lots of different games that are around. I wonder if we can get those ash branches while we're going past. Main sort of games I tend to play are kind of RPG kind of things, but in overall a multitude of different versions. But yeah, on stream you can, if you look back over the videos and VODs that I've got on there, you can see I tend to just play whatever strikes my fancy that day. So some village builders, some RPGs. I think I played some of 2 Point Hospital on stream the other week. So a lot of different ones. My favourite game, other than this one, then I think it would probably be the Legend of Heroes series, specifically Trails of Cold Steel, which is a sort of JRPG game. Although I'm also quite partial to Valkyria Chronicles, which is incredibly difficult, but a lot of fun. But in terms of computer games anyway, I'd put LOTRO at the top of that list. If we're going for not computer games, I tend to play D&D, and I have a load of... I have a regular Dagger Heart game that I play as well, which is another tabletop game. I don't stream those because there's a group of us playing together. That's just for fun, that one. Mind you, this is just for fun as well, but... Let's pick up that blood zone. I can always send Julie over to my one of my alts. So I'm glad you think that's pretty cool. Tabletop games is not generally considered the cool things, although Critical Role has begun to change that, roll 20, high rollers, those kind of groups. But, still definitely not completely mainstream yet. I always forget how strong minstrels actually are. So I've changed a few of the colour pieces on my channel, given myself a not particularly great but workable profile picture on there. But I'm a little short of money and I'm just doing this for fun. So I don't really mind if I get lots of views or not, and if people want to join in, watch, chat, or just put it on in the background, doesn't really matter what it looks like, does it? But if I end up doing this, getting good enough following to do it for cash, then I might add in some extra stuff, but it's not really a high priority for me, so not something I particularly care about. But there's a possibility I might end up doing it if I get a large enough following, but it's unlikely, so we'll see what happens as time goes on. I've only been streaming for 2 months or so at this point, so never know what could happen. So, yeah, a lot of the people who join and watch my chat appear to be artists. I'm assuming that they see something that looks sort of bland and can't resist coming in and saying, "Hey, do you want anything done with this? It doesn't look amazing," which at least gives me a couple of views. But as I've said to a load of the others who've come through as well, when it gets to the point where I'm willing to spend a bit more cash on it, then maybe I'll look one of you guys up. But otherwise, just feel free to come in and watch, have me on the background. It's where am I? No, still walking in the correct direction, just a bit further than I thought it was. But out of the way. I continuously forget that Sauron can just like send an ICBM at me randomly, but something that's still learning. Like, I know it's there, but I just kind of forget. Oh, Goblin Slayer as well. Okay. Oops, that might lead us to a death. That was a bit further than I expected. No, just broken. Logan Bannock. Yeah, I might have a look at some of it. It's definitely not while I'm on the stream, because, well, that would just interfere with the stream, wouldn't it? But I might have a look at some sort of logo and banner kind of stuff on it. It does look a little bit bland at the moment. But yeah, I might add some things on at some point, but my next stream that I'll be doing is next Saturday, which will be another random game. So have some sort of a little bit of time to do a search up on that. Try and figure out what I want. Polished pendant, that is a quest, so I should open that. What did I find and return? Candidate for the Forsaken Inn. Well, we're on the way to the Forsaken Inn anyway. Here it is. So maybe a quest on here. If we're lucky, someone will tell us what we're supposed to be doing.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Right, let's see what we've got. So we need to... No Time for Tours is not useful at the moment. Sharky's Men is not useful. Those are both Breland. We got our epic quest there. Don't need either of those. Destination Lowlands is happening slowly. The tokens of heroism tasks do not need to be selected, which will allow us to put on that one, and let's see what's inside. quite a number of quests here. That is the end of a quest.
How can I be of service?
So that's one
Speak
finished.
with you a moment.
So another one. Oh wow, he's got a lot of quests for us to do. And they've got a lot of quests as well. Okay. These ones we will be doing
Will you help me? I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with
that
you?
won't all be selected, I see.
Sure, it will do no good, but may I speak
We'll collect goblin scabbards. Bounty
Take
quest
a
as well.
moment of your
Don't
time.
see very many of those around.
Don't know if you can help me. I'm sure it will do no good.
Are there any more quests in here? Yes, there are more quests over here. Well, there are so many quests. Wow. I forgot how many there actually were here. Oh, new deed. So that must be quests. Yeah, complete quests within the lowland. 2,000 for just 15, okay. I think I'm picking up 15 just doing these.
Might I take a moment of your time? Can I speak with you a moment?
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
Right, so we've got all of these. Not all of them are being selected, so if we open up... Where's Lowlands? There it is. Which one of these? That's just collecting boar stuff. That's collecting crab and eyes, so we can leave those ones off. And that's collecting wolves, so we can leave that off, because obviously we're gonna end up doing those. That's rebel, we should probably keep that one on. And that's goblins. So there's a lot there, but definitely a good amount of stuff. Which is the quest that we have one selected at the moment? Polished pendant. So on the Discord, you can see in my description below this video, there is a link to my Discord. I frequently forget I even have one, so I'm not in there very often. But there is a link in there, so when I remember I can pop in and have a look. Currently there's only one person in there, so it's not exactly buzzing with news and talking, but it is in existence, which is good. And thank you for the Instagram link as well. I don't often use Instagram because Instagram hates me. And there is yet another bot. So let me just send that guy off again. There are so many of these. So let me just send off to make sure that's that this guy is banned, because there are so many of these and they are very, very irritating. Alright, it's probably still showing up on there, but he won't be posting anymore, or it, or she, or whatever that happens to be. Now somewhere in here there's meant to be someone who can at least give some sort of answer. Now what was I saying about Instagram? Yes, Instagram does not like me. It tends to ban me for no reason whatsoever 5 minutes after I've logged into it. But hopefully I'll be able to have a look at it at some point and be able to see it. And have a look at your piece. Ah, polished pendant, there we go.
I'm sorry.
Belongs to
You need
Pengale.
What do you need?
Find and return to Pengale, wherever the heck Pengale is. And I don't know where he is, or who he is, or she, or... I think Pengale, I think, is a man's. I think he's a male. I don't know. Right, where should we go next? Let's go. We've got some down in Menace Ariel, some up in Anonlos. What is the epic quest. Defeat White Hand Orcs west of Candeth's camp. So I guess that's probably one we should go and have a look at. Now let's just see, where is Polished Pendant? Somewhere in the middle of there. Okay, so we might as well go up there as it is. That's on our way. That's south. That's that way. Okay, pretty much directly behind the Forsaken Inn. So we should be able to see a few orcs along the way as well. There's one. That's not an orc, that's a goblin. Why is a spear thrower coming to melee? My Discord isn't linked, isn't it? I could have sworn it was. Oh, somehow I have managed to add in the Twitter link, not the Discord. That's impressive. How did I do that? Right, I will fix that now. About link title. I have. That's interesting. I have a link that says that I'm supposed to be linked into it, but I'm not. I don't know how I've done that. Where in here? I apologise for this pause. I am trying to remember where I put something for the Discord. Set this link never expire. That's good. Okay, the Discord link should now be on there. If you refresh. Yep, the link is there now. Please be aware I'm not in there very often, but oh, I'm dying slowly. Okay. But it does exist. So if you refresh, it should be on there now. Right, which direction am I going? This way. There we go. Die, wolf. Die. Yeah, I wish I had a heal that healed me. Oh, that's not a actual bridge. Okay. They healed me while on the move, but I don't, so never mind. That's a boar, and we need to defeat boars as well. So hopefully that link will let you join the Discord. If it doesn't, then I will accept the request to join it later. Hopefully I've got it right. I'm not exactly frequent at using it, so... There we go. That's another one gone. Some medium hides as well. That'll be useful, making some items. We want to be going a bit further north, don't we? to the base of Weathertop. Another spear thrower. Oh. That is a warg. It's level 23 warg, which is quite a bit higher than I am in level. I'm doing surprisingly well one-on-one for something that's so many levels higher than me. Well, that's not quite what I wanted. Oh, okay, well I'm not one-on-one anymore. I'm apparently two-on-one. Well, there's one. And there is a second one. And now I need to take a moment to heal, because that hurt. And while I'm there, let's check class deeds. Slowly, not exactly the best at these ones apparently. Piercing Cry, slowly getting better. 456 out of 600, that's good. Not the height it could be though. Ooh, almost enough spiders to get Hobbit stature. Increase my might a little bit, that'll be useful. As it is, we're a little bit further away. Right, this is the base of Weathertop, isn't it? We want to go up more into Anon Loss. I forgot that we make a bit of light around us because we're a minstrel, and obviously minstrels glow in the dark. But no one said that games have to completely make sense. Wow, Crab Anna, easy to defeat. Don't quote me on that, please. That's a boar tusk. Yes, I'm aware I'm going in the wrong direction right now, but that's an orc, and we definitely need to defeat some more orcs. Yep. There you go, there's another token of heroism as well. Where is this guy? Over here somewhere. There's another orc down there. Lost in the wilds of Weathertop as we are. There's another orc shield. There we go. Boar leg bone. Oh, that doesn't look particularly healthy, does it? Would have been good if I'd gone around there rather than breaking my leg. But that seems to happen fairly often. I seem to have an issue with doing that. I don't think that counts as... No, that doesn't... Broken legs do not count as wounds, apparently. It just counts as stupidity, I guess. Oh. What I've got now does count as a wound, though. There's a person over here. It looks like they're in the back of a camp as well. Yep. Can I speak to him through the wall? Yes, I can. Impressive. There we go. So that's done that one. Oops. Not in line of sight. Of course he's not. Not at all healthy, is it? Okay, get out the way, because that's going to kill me. Those are self-targeted. Oh, great. I didn't realise this was going to be a... I hate escort quests. Oh, don't go running up into another one for a flipping sword. Just hide. There's a flipping warg right here. Oh, run away. Right, and let's open the supply crate while I'm here, because I might as well get something out of this. There's some silver coins there, that's useful. Well, you've got like almost twice the health that I have, so come on, really. I suppose at least on the way I'm doing some of these kill quests, I guess. Oh, out of the way yet again. Oh, there's two of them there at once, okay. Well, at least I've got the goblin scabbards, I guess. I am not at all ready. Yes, I'm attacking these though. That was a close one. Definitely should have done a couple of other quests before coming up here. Would have been fine if it turned out to not be an escort quest. No, come on, don't. There's like 4 of them right there. There's 3 of them, maybe. Well, that's a spear thrower, I guess, that's defeated, I guess. So that's useful. There's another white-hand guard. And there's another one. That one might not even have... Let's see if we can catch him up before he dies. Or I die. Oh, directly towards the flipping warg. Oh, that's not good. There's a named one right there. And he's walking straight towards it. That's another warg tail. Please don't attack them. Oh, thank goodness you didn't. I don't want to attack a named warg. A named warg, a named orc, rather. It would be detrimental to my health, to put it in the politest of manners. Nowhere near strong enough for that. And look, there's another spear thrower. Okay, I'm coming out of stealth, I guess. Why are you still walking? You're dead now. Please say that guy wouldn't have got any more, because that would be very annoying. Who's this guy? A lobber. Oh, that's one of the guys that throws fire bombs, isn't it? Right, just defeat a goblin one. You're gonna walk directly towards all of these, aren't you? Right, I'm gonna draw them away a little earlier. And I got hit. Yeah, I heard you. Die. Good. You're gone as well. Why check? Why walk through the thing and try to kill everyone in it? Great, you've got a sword now. Please don't go back through it to try and kill them. Just go home. And you still manage to find another warg to fight on the way out. Of course you do. Yeah, at least that's another warg tail, I guess. Opal, that's useful. No, don't need that one. I'm still not level 20 either. Right, rescued Pengale. Right, so I want to be going up there somewhere, don't I? I think there's a brief point here where there's nothing. So what needs to go? That's back in... Yeah, so that one's back inside. That one's back inside. That one's back inside. So let's select that one. That's southeast as well. That one I'm just doing. Those I'm mostly just doing. That one's probably... So that one's over there by the looks of it. Yeah, that's over there. So I'm not doing that one quite yet anyway. So let's put that one in there. Trade bundles. Right, what's this light blue one? Hunters become prey. Oh, my chat has disconnected and reconnected again. Being that it's 8:30, maybe a reason, I don't know. Right, just take a quick pause to have a drink. I thought I'd turned off Vengeance for the Lost. That's back to... Or maybe I did it while doing the other one, it just didn't notice until I'd seen it. So, how much space have I got left? 2 that I can put in. So, I think we're mostly good there, actually. So, Hunters Become Prey is the one that we're on. Collect Warg Tails. Because these are not in that order, because of course they're not. Let's add those 2 in so we have it filled up. So That one. Valsa's request is down there, so don't need that one yet. Let's do some more warg killing over here. Get out of the way of that. Do I still need to kill this guy? Just to do the deed, so I don't need that one quite yet. That one is... that one's deed as well. That one's also the deed. Right. Not that one. That's a spear thrower. That's just a person who's just standing there. Okay. That's a warg who appears to be trying to run back somewhere, I guess. Right, there we go. There should be another one. Right, that's a wagtail. So that one we can come off, because that's going back to the Forsaken Inn as well. Let's add in, not that one. Add that one in. Let's go pretty much directly west for the moment. So let's go northwest, because we can actually travel northwest. Although that might take us... actually, no, it doesn't take us into Weathertop, just the Weather Hills. I think we need to fight some more of those. Yep. So there's one more crab and eye. So another one of those, and that quest will be done. Oh, and feathers as well. Okay, so it could take a little bit longer. Shadow Tusk, yep, we need some of those as well. Miscounted. There's a crab and eye. Still need some feathers from them. There's another feather. Now, is that a crab ant? No, that's a shatter tusk, which we need anyway. And that's a crab ant, which we also need. Oh, it's boar tusk. So just another one more boar tusk. Crab and eyes is done. So that one's done. So let's put on the missing supply cart so we filled it all up. Someone literally selling a petrified goat dropping. That's also surprisingly good, actually. Although it's an item level 56, so to be expected. That allows us to collect boar tusks, wolf tails, and orc shields simply by killing a white hand pillager. Okay, interesting. Now I think something's hitting us. Yep, from behind. So that's a crab and feather. So that's the fluffing the pillows quest done. Ball leg bones, that's useful. I don't think we need to... No, we don't need to kill any more Crabon for quest-wise now. So, we've got the green one for our epic quest is actually towards the top. So we'll need to go up there. It'll probably send us back to the Forsaken Inn at some point, so we might as well start going. Let's go east and then north and cut around. Let's do some more quests in that direction. Do we the guard? Nope, just for the deed. I'm using my alt at the moment for deed hunting. But I started that one in Swanfleet, so it takes a little bit more time to get out of Swanfleet than it does to get out of the Shire. And it actually starts before the prologue. So it takes quite a while to actually get to the prologue storylines. But that is it is a different prologue to the normal one that you end up doing. Oh, that's useful. We need to kill some wolves. So usually you start with the human, the elf, the dwarf, or the hobbit starting times. But I think all of which start in Archit actually. Whereas the before Angmar starting line, so all of them start in Archit, I think, and then you turn up somewhere else. I'm not sure. I know at least human and hobbit do. While the Bjorning does as well, I think, actually. But the River Hobbit, which is the one that I started off with, sends you off to Swanfleet, which is... Oh, we are now level 20. There we go. That's useful. Quest actions are available. That's war effort things. We're not going to get into those because those are not part of the main story and get very, very confusing otherwise. But we did, however... No, not useful. Get up to level 20, which means, we can go into here and add on some more light damage to increase ourselves. My chat has reset itself yet again. I don't know why that keeps happening. So that is one good thing there. That's 23 that opens up. Where it's slowly gaining levels. We also can now use... Let's start by applying a key to this lockbox and seeing what we get. Ooh. Motes of Enchantment, which we can't use yet. Tome of Continuing Swiftness. For an hour we get +5 out of combat run speed. Desk of the Able Angler, which does virtually nothing. It just sits around and takes up space until we get a house to put it in. And then Delicate Gold Armlet of the Wayfarer, which is considerably better than our Torang armband. So, yep, that did the correct one. So I just right-clicked on that to change it over. I'll just use that straight away because I might as well. So that's useful. That's a very nice thing. We can also, if I go Simple Drum, I can now equip the Simple Drum. So we get +5% to our Ballad and Coda damage from it. Now that we're level 20, we can start equipping some low-level instruments. There is, in fact, a way to... I believe it's slash... Is it slash music? Yep, we can play. And each of my numbers... from 1 to 8 at least, gives a different noise, so I can quite literally play a tune if I actually knew what all of these buttons did. So if nothing else, I can at least play some. Each instrument as well gives you different things. So that's just the drum, the lute gives you. Most of them give you like a full scale, so you can literally go for a full scale of lute, guitar, lyre, like the whole thing. So in fact, because I still have that old lute, does that? I don't know if this will work. But if I type in /music into the chat, which makes me start playing, yep, it does start. So you might just be able to hear it. So it does give you a full A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So you can go, it gives you a whole octave there. As if it's an 8-string lute, which is quite impressive actually. But you do only get 8 strings, so you can't do it sharp. At least I don't think you can. If you can, I don't know how to do that. There might be instructions on how to do it. Yep, I know that was very bad. I am not necessarily good at that, especially not as this. Some of you might remember the people playing music in the background in one of the ends of my previous streams. So that was a whole group of people who were actually playing music on their keyboard, which is always darn impressive. So that is a healing skill as well. That one just frees us from daze, which can be very useful, but not always. Right, so we want to start going north now. So roughly halfway through the stream. Now you've got that. Okay, so that's another one that's another quest completed, ready to go back to the Forsaken Inn. That's useful. Let's cut one down a little bit. So if you feel like making music on here and actually playing a whole song or stuff, you can create an actual band that works as a band and play your own, or even original music if you'd like to, which is very impressive for a game that's 18 years old now, I think, or at least coming up on 18. I don't know whether it's still 17 or it's now 18 years old, but it's done pretty darn well for something of its age. Even these graphics, yeah, they're not amazing, but they don't look like something from over 17 years ago. They've done a lot of work on it, and some of the later parts of the game look amazing, because these are just touched up of the original stuff. When you get to things like Moria, it is really, really impressive what they've managed to do with it. And Moria is just kind of mid-game thing that starts at level 50. But if you continue going on, I have never made it to Mordor. There is just so much that you can possibly do in this game. My highest level character I checked the other day is level 89, and still hasn't reached the entering Mordor level. There is a ridiculous... I don't even think I got to Minas Tirith on that character. There is a ridiculous amount of... Oops. I think I might have just died. Nope. Okay, just hurt my leg quite badly. There's a ridiculous amount of content in this game. And it is, like, my recommendation for people who are playing the game, if you just want to start off, get comfortable in one place, do all the quests you can in there, and then move on when you've done as many quests as you can find, that is a not just acceptable, but a perfectly well-reasoned way of playing the game. It does allow you to get your level up quite, like, fairly quickly, but still, like, slowly enough that you don't overpace the game too much. Because there are a number of starting areas, some areas can allow you to, you will end up going back to previous level stuff. What there is, however, is that, as is always impressive, I can't remember what the end of my sentence was. I just know that it's impressive. Completely gone out of my head. But yeah, there's lots of stuff that you can do. There's no correct way to play the game. I mean, I'm doing this in third person, but if you want, if I zoom all the way in, it doesn't show very well. That's a image on the screen. But when I come out, I am now in first person. So you can, if you want to, play this whole game in first person mode. All you have to do is zoom in the camera. So on a and yes, this is Hobbit accurate size. So all you have to do is zoom the camera, which on computer, I don't know what it is on console, but on computer it is just the middle mouse button, like the roller, and I just roll in, and I'm now in first person. I like doing it in third, but people, like, that's not a compulsory thing, don't have to. Just an interesting, just something for people to notice, because it's one of those things that isn't really stated. Just, you know, you can do it, but if you don't try, you don't know that you can go all the way down into first person. Right, I'm gonna walk up to these gates so I get the notice that I found somewhere, and then I think I'm probably going to run in the opposite direction. If nothing else, though, I think I need these for quests. Oh, out of the way. Bleak Rift, okay. Oh, and I've collected the Orc Shields, that's good. Ooh, 8 medium hides while doing that, that's nice. A Traveller's Steelbound Note loot box, another one. And a third one. I think that's all the ones that I can manage. I thought I had 3 keys. I was wrong. I only had 1. I think. Oh no, I did have more keys. Okay. So there's another one. So I got 120 motes of enchantment in this one. A universal ingredient pack, which means you can just use those to make anything. Boots of the Able Angler, which are a cosmetic piece that you can just make your person wear, and in fact that allows me to show you what it looks like. If you can see the boots behind them there. If I put the Able Angler boots there, you can see them. Actually, those are quite nice boots. I think I'll keep those ones. Those are nice. And there's also Shoes of the Wayfarer, which decrease my will vitality. So those are not good for what I've got them for, so I'm not going to wear those. Also, I think I have one more key. There we go, which I do. So that gave me 4 minor potions of power, not particularly useful, they'll just stick at the back. Pack of the Able Angler. I don't know... Oh, there we go. I am now wearing an angling pack. Interesting. I don't know how to take that one off, actually. And a fine blade of the Wayfarer, which is not as good as my minstrel's friend in DPS, but DPS we know doesn't matter on this one as much. The outgoing healing, vitality, will, fate, all that I think actually makes this much better. I do not know. Ah, there's the pack. So I think that was the cloak. Yes. So this cloak that I have on there. I don't know if I had the cloak on or if I had something. I think I had something else on. But I have that cloak on now, apparently. But no matter what I do, I can't seem to get rid of this loot. Which is very annoying, because I'm not even carrying a loot at the moment. Let's see if I can put... Yep, I can put the drum on instead of the loot, so I was carrying it. So I now have a drum on the back of me. One that glows in the presence of orcs, just for a laugh. But I think this might actually be better in basically everything other than the minus 40% attack speed, but realistically that doesn't matter because it's the extra stuff on there that I want. So actually I think that is a much better thing that I've got there. Very nice. So yeah, there's a number of things there which I think have dramatically actually increased the amount of stuff that I can have. Now you can see that's what I've got on is in my sword there, while with my cosmetic outfits I still have a club. But that's okay, I think that's perfectly fine. No, I didn't think so. But I wonder if I can put the club there. Well, yes I can have two clubs, look. Not particularly useful though, so let's not have that one there. What I can do is if I can... Will it remove the club? Nope, because I don't know why it won't remove the club. No, I really don't know. It's just sort of there. I might have to report that as a bug in this this point, but as you can see, we now have our drum on our back. And it does not show our club, probably because we are a minstrel, which is probably why it doesn't even notice it in the cosmetic stuff. And our hands would be glowing because there are orcs around. And our weapons glow in the presence of orcs. And you can actually see me playing the drum. Oh, it's a traditional Celtic drum as well. You can see my sword there as well. Ah, there we go. So you could see the sword for a second there as I had it out. Right, where am I? Where am I going? I want to go on the other side of the river. That's a wolf. There you go. And I use the sword there. Is there a way to see how much? I think it. No, tactical mastery is my damage stuff, and that was increased by using the sword. So I think we're doing all right there. Now over here is, I believe, fall down. There we go. The way up the other side. Oh look, there's an actual passing place there. That probably would have been good to notice, but I didn't. Oh well. Let's come up here. And we'll see what the orange is here. Which one is orange? That is our book 2. That one, Noble Deeds, is done, so that one's done as well. So book 2, defeat ranged white hand orcs we still need to do. So I need to defeat some ranged white hand orcs, which I'm assuming there's probably a number of nearby. Oh, we appear to be just a Great North Road, I think. Looks like it. That's not a ranged attacking orc, but if nothing else, is an orc. Do like the fact that we have a drum now. Yep, there is an orc camp. Glum Hollow. There's a lot of pillagers around. That's a foul arrow, so that's one of the ones that we want. And of course, we just brought 3 of them down on top of us. Right, let's heal. And heal again. And we're going to continuously be trying to heal ourselves at this point. Oh, bother, that didn't go very well. Oh, new deed, improved raise the spirit. Which I assume means that our previous one... Nope. Any version of raise the spirit. We just haven't used raise the spirit since we started. Or maybe those ones we only got from level 20 onwards. I don't know. Let's heal our poison wound. Alright, so that's one more there. So this sniper here, we want to... Oh, they're going to get all of them on us, aren't we? Yeah, we got 3 of them again. Oh, and another one behind us. Let's take that one out and then run. I'll do a little bit of healing. We are still considered in combat. There is still one following us. And he stopped. So we can go back up and start getting ready to fight again. Because we cannot do these while we are moving. Because we are not a moving type of minstrel, apparently. Maybe we get a skill for that later. Or maybe we don't and we just have to deal with it. Both are equally possible. Right, let's take out that pillager. Somehow I think that drum might get to be a little irritating after a while. But it's the one that we've got. So maybe I'll try out a different instrument at some point. Ah, bother. Yep, and we run again. We've done 4, so we need another 2 ranged orcs. Right, let's heal ourselves yet again. The brilliant thing about healing ones is you can just repeatedly do them one after the other. I do wish we wouldn't get caught in the... if it didn't clip through the cloak, that would be brilliant. But that's not something I can really do anything about. So let's take off that foul arrow one. So we get another one. There we go. So that's arranged. There's a foul arrow over there. Can we get that one without being noticed by any others? Oh, no, we get caught by the other one as well. Oh, and possibly... yeah, that one's gonna notice. Nope, he didn't, but I thought he had, so I attacked him anyway. That was a bit of a fail there. But that is enough for our epic quest. That took a moment, but we got there eventually. Let's take that opal, that essence, and the medium hides. We don't have any more keys, so those aren't useful for us anymore. While we're here, let's pick up that. Let's get these ash branches. Don't need the basics of fishing. There's a load of stuff that we can sell at some point in there. Now, of these bags that I have there, not all of them are ones you get right at the beginning. I think I bought like maybe 3 or 4 more sets, so 15 or 20 more slots. So I do recommend that one of the first things you get with your LOTRO points is more bag space. I wouldn't advise paying for it unless you desperately want to, but if you do want to, you can. If you don't, you can wait till you get the LOTRO points from doing in-game deeds and doing them in that way. Collect the orc orders. So somewhere over here, there is an orc with orders in Glumhallow, which is where we just were. So we need to find another orc somewhere with... oh. Okay, well he's not there now. He was going to be there, and that would have been very useful. But someone else got there before us. Well, there's another one. Will you stop it? You're level 150. That's just cruel now. There's one up there. Oh, I'm not doing well, am I? We might need to try that again. That did not go well. a pillager. I don't want a pillager. I want a messenger. And this time I want to not be here. Yeah, that's too far away. Still going this direction. There's a pillager. There's a scout. There's another pillager. There's a supply crate in there. Alright, got some good stuff from that. And there's a messenger. Ow. Heal. Let's actually notice this time that I need healing. That's better. Right, got you that time. Now let's get out of here. Anything useful there? Nope. Not really. Alright, let's go the long way around to get back down to the campsite down there. Come on. I can thread this needle. I mean, it's an interesting needle, being that it doesn't actually involve sewing anything, but it is nonetheless a needle. I am going in the right direction, am I? Yep. I think Wolfhide is the only one that I can get up here, and that's over there, so over to our west. So not getting to that point quite yet.
How can I be of service?
There we go. There's another one. Oh look, there's a load more down there. Now, this one I think is going to be even harder than normal.
What can I do for you?
So let's pick up all of these and figure out where we want to go. So those are up where we were in Bleak Rift. So we're going to go over to the side of the river and finish off the ones over there. So we continue. It's gone 9 o'clock. So another half hour of Middle Earth, and then we will stop there for this week. Right, we want to continue up this way for a bit because we want to go over and cross the river. So we want to be going over there. Let's pick up these ash branches as we walk past them. At this rate, we may almost have enough to actually be useful. Right, those ash. So U is the next level, but we've got plenty to do for ash for a bit. To do a few more in our journeyman stuff. Could try making a club. I don't think it's particularly useful. No, it's really not. We've got a really nice blade there. So we'll probably keep that one for quite a bit longer than we would otherwise. I might make some extra instruments for stuff. There you go. Oh, we've got another token of heroism for that one. Wonder how many of those we got. We've got 27 of 30. Wow, that's impressive. So that means, for those of you unsure, the tokens of heroism handed out when you get something, when you fight something which is higher level than you, which is meant to be ill-advised. And also you only get when you've put the game on a harder mode to start with. So I'm fighting something which is harder on a number of levels. And 27 of them is actually quite impressive, if I do say so myself. Right, so I got Candace's bow, so that's good. So that's that one. So over here, I think this is just wanting some wolves. So if I find a couple more wolves to white blankets from the baying, yeah, this is just collecting killing two more wolves over here, and that would be quite nice. And we can count that quest as finished as well. There's one, a howling yellow fang. Right, so just one more wolf, and then we can go back up to Bleak Rift. There's one. There we go. We've done that, and now we head back up to Bleak Rift. That's another quest ready to be handed in at the Forsaken Inn. I think the rest of those are all, yeah, they're all south of us. So the last one we've got here is defeat War Master Uzor and acquire their orders. This one could be quite difficult to complete. And may not happen during this stream. May have to wait till next week. I don't know. How much time have we got left? 25 minutes. Well, you could be able to complete that, possibly. Don't have the prospector. Can't do the silver deposit. Here we go. Here's Bleak Rift. Hello, Rent for Fun. I don't think Rent is particularly fun, you know. How are you doing today? That's good. Good to hear you're doing alright. Renting happiness. Well, I am on... Why do I always forget which server I'm on? Orcrist, that's the one I'm on. So yeah, I am on Orcrist. So currently we are just beginning the Lone Lands, and we need to find... it's laggy? No, it's pretty good actually at the moment. It does have various points where it can be quite laggy, but at the moment it's doing fairly well. I also have a good quality computer connected to Ethernet, so I don't have any of the Wi-Fi issues. But yeah, occasionally it's a bit laggy, but moving over to the 64-bit one from the 32 has increased the quality quite a bit for that. So it is doing quite well, actually. But yeah, have you played it before as well, or have you just spotted this now, or watching for a while? It's definitely a game that's fun to pick up and take a long time to master it. But Middle Earth is never said to be small. Okay. Yeah, it's a large game, it's a lot of fun. So when you first start, you don't actually have to pay for it. You can pay if you want to get some additional stuff. But 90% of the content on here, you can get just by playing the games. So get some what are called LOTRO points from doing various deeds, such as these ones, or just hunting and killing things. You get LOTRO points, 5, 10 each one. Like, not very much, but there are so many deeds in so many different places that you can literally just, I think you can get, I think it's 8 characters just as a free-to-play player, and from those you can redo the deeds every single time. Yeah, so you'll have to pay to open up the Brawler to start with, I think, because the Brawler is one of the ones that's not in the base game. But other than that, all of the different pieces you can get, you can just earn with LOTRO points and slowly increase the areas that you have. So your first character that you start might not be great in terms of the amount of quests that you can do to start off with, but virtually all of Eriador is now in the free pack, so there is plenty of stuff to do in it to earn the points to start moving your way on to Moria and Rivendell, up to the Misty Mountains, over into Mordor, and even like the Umbar coast now as well. But I would recommend like watching a few people play it first. There's some really good YouTube videos for things that are great for beginners to know. I would recommend watching at least a couple of those. Most of them are like 10-15 minutes long, and it's just a list of things going like, hey, this was good to know when you started off. But you can just jump in and start playing as well if you want to. They keep updating, keep putting things out. So it's over 17 years old now, and it's still growing, and it's still a really good game. So I would, yeah, I definitely recommend it. Oh, and it's nowhere near laggy as you think it is. They have a they have one thing that they've added in as well, which is that when you get in a place where it's got lots of people in it, they reduce the area that you can see. Like 90% of the time, you do not even notice that they've reduced your visual range, because there's just so much stuff around, and most of the places where they do that are in like towns like Bree, and you do not see any of the area. Oh, and I'm dead. Survive for free. It's been a while since I can do that now. But yeah, most of the places which have that issue are like cities and things and towns. So there are buildings and walls, so reducing your viewpoint makes absolutely no difference to your gameplay whatsoever. which is very nice to have. It's a fun game, and you can literally, there are people here who've been on this for like since it started, like even during beta, who still don't have a full level character, simply due to the fact that there is so much world to explore. So you don't get all of the deeds just by playing through the main campaign, though you do get quite a lot of them, simply by virtue of being in the world. But there are some which literally just require you to explore, some of which you can get from quests that help take you to specific points, some of them which just want you to wander around. There's one in Swanfleet, south of Bree, which is just to find treasure boxes that are just hidden around that entire part of the map, and there is absolutely no indication given of where they are. You just have to wander until you find it, which can be a lot of fun, can be very difficult. Yes, I am taking that one. That's a really nice cloak. And as you can see, sometimes people that you're fighting just drop items that are useful, which is awesome. Sometimes they drop items which aren't useful, but you don't even have to select to keep them if you don't want to. You can go in there and choose to loot it or not. But you can also sell them, and with the money you get from that, after getting to generally level 25 or so, unless you're really good at crafting kind of things, in which case you're getting up to level 25 anyway by that point, then you can use the money from that to rent a house in the game. And as long as you keep up on your rent in it, it has a load of storage spots, it has a load of decoration areas, there's even a possibility of getting some crafting points for your house, so you can literally do like artisan crafting at your house, which is really useful. There we go. Got ya. Right, so that's all 3 of those quests done. So we've done everything up at this point. It's back down to Candace again now. Probably having to fight out on the way as well. I don't know if we're low enough down that we can just jump into the water. Well, we might be, actually. I think we can. Let's try it. There we go. So, what I was saying about jumping into the water, water does not cushion your fall whatsoever. If you fall from a height that you will die, it doesn't matter whether you hit water or land, you'll just die anyway. But they are quite... they give quite a range on there, and as you get stronger, the height can increase as well. It's, I think, based off a percentage of your health. So... oh, look, I died. On the other hand, at least I end up going back to somewhere that's relatively... where am I? Oh, I was going to say relatively safe. I'm a heck of a long way away from the lowlands. That's really annoying. So I've got a long walk back in again. Do I need to kill another wolf? Only for enmity of the wolves too. Okay. This could take a while. Good melee DPS? Champion is definitely a good one for that. So champion, brawler. Realistically, a lot of the time the DPS is sort of irrelevant, because it's all built off what skills you use, what order of skills you use. Some of them, such as the Warden, like it is entirely like the order that you use your skills changes what the actual like end result would be. Which way do I want to go? I'll go in and up, I think. But yeah, so when you get especially into the higher level stuff, oh, that was a bad mistake, wasn't it? Then the DPS that you have isn't anywhere near as important as what skills you have, what order of skills you have. So if I open up here, you can see these. So specifically Minstrel, you can choose either Watcher of Resolve or Warrior Skald, and then you can also increase. Might spend 1 point to get Protector of Song, or 2 points for Watcher of Resolve skills. You can also spend. Can I get up there? No, I can't. Okay. So on a lot of the other characters and the other classes, it is literally you choose one of these and then 2 points for either of the others. But it's all about what skills you have. If you want to play a melee DPS run, just pick a melee character. You can play all of them solo or fellowship, which is group-wise. They're all able to be played in any function. Burglar can be quite good at it as well, or they've also got some good traps. Hunter has some really good DPS stuff, but they are mainly focused on distance pieces. Lawemaster makes absolutely no sense lore-wise, but has some really cool skills in there. I tend to quite enjoy Minstrel. Yeah, it's distance, but because of how the game works, a lot of the time you're up close into stuff anyway. Rune Master's really good at a mixture of both melee and ranged, although their general thing is considering a ranged piece. But yeah, it's very much less of a which one is DPS kind of stuff. Yes, there is auto attack pieces in it, but they are nowhere near as important as what skills you have. And when you get to level 40, especially when you get to above level 50, DPS sorts of becomes irrelevant, and it's just stats and skills and how fast you can click on different things. If you want to play a melee build specifically, definitely go for the Brawler, Champion, or Warden classes. Those are definitely the best ones for melee base, though. I mean, even at low levels, like straight away, one of the first things I get here is my minor ballad. I get Distant Strike, minor ballad, and I think I might get major ballad straight away. Actually, I'm not sure. So I just rotate through those slowly as you level up, gaining almost all of these I got from leveling up rather than the skill tree. And you learn which ones are going to be the best order for specific things. If you want to be doing it if you're fighting lots, like more than 2 or 3 at a time, you definitely want to either be in a group or have a AoE focused one like Minstrel or Runekeeper. But feel free to try out whichever one you want to try out. The first, I'm fairly sure it's 8 that you get in free to play. Like, it doesn't cost any more to do those 8, and you can just delete one and start a new one whenever you like. So feel free to mix it up, try different things, see which one you like the most. It might be something that you weren't expecting. So yeah, give it a shot at whatever sort of things you want to try. You can always start again. The deeds reset, so you can still get more LOTRO points from them each time. So no matter what you're doing, you're slowly increasing your ability in the game. And the amount of times I have now 10 characters, I think, that I've started off at different points. So starting it off again from a different race's point of view, a different class's idea. Like, it all changes every single time, and it's still just as fun as it was before. So, yeah, don't worry if you try something out and it doesn't work. Just start another character. If nothing else, you can always use that specific character for crafting things. So, yeah, just have a go, have fun, really. And we have our
How can I be of service?
3 quests there, which will help us to... I don't think we want that one now. We've got that cloak, so let's get this one and we can sell it.
How can I be of service?
That one we might need to take a break
How
for.
can I be of service?
And we will finish... Which one of these costs more? 257 and 250, the bow. So we will pause there. That will be the end of our... Excuse me. That will be the end of our stream today. Coming up on 9:30, a nice 2-hour stream. So it has been it's been very good to talk to people. It's been thank you for all joining me on the stream. You're very welcome for the info. I'm back every Monday at the same time. So that's 19:30 GMT +1 at the moment anyway. So thank you everyone for joining me, for having a chat, and the last thing to say then for everyone is fair winds and full sails.